Good morning. It's October 3rd. It's been a bit since I checked in with everybody. Today's the first day back in the field, getting my boots back on to get ready for a new routine, a new crop, and a different combine. Some summertime heat here for the last 10 days or so. Today's high is supposed to be 90. As you can see, everything's pretty dried down, but not much harvest has really gotten started yet. I'm gonna guess probably this weekend will be one of the first really big days of the fall harvest. I believe we're going to be starting on some corn, and I think Lee probably got started yesterday. I had a bus activity to do, so it all worked out good because this gave him the opportunity to get in this new combine and see what's going to happen, and then he can show me. But in the meantime, it's got IntelliSense. It's a New Holland. I don't know what year for sure, but we have IntelliSense and intelligent cruise control. I don't know. It's going to have to be some really good going for me to be able to feel comfortable enough to just let that combine drive itself. So let's see what the day brings. It's been a month almost to the day that we got home from Montana. It's been a month to the day that Jim has been in his role of harvest already. He's got a long ways to go. Okay, so we just went through the walk around of the new machine. You'll never believe this. The grain bin extension has to be manually closed. And we got Kermit with his same license plate that disgusts me, more snow.
IntelliSense is green, and we're in auto. Now it's telling you that we should probably go faster again. So I'm gonna have to figure out. So this is auto. How you doing at all?
You didn't do anything with this?
I did not do anything.
In my luck, I ran it right into the terrace.
So it's saying material in the grain is way too much right now.
And what's it look like to you?
Well, we'll find out here in a second. cut this field, we need to probably open up the whole thing. So get the turn rows out of the north and the west side, or the east side, north and the east side. We're almost, so this is the last pass for these roads right here. When she gets down to that southeast corner, or when we get down to the southeast corner, I'll start bringing trucks down to that bottom. I'll get them into the field there. And then the first blue truck, this one will be the calibration mode. So I'll run into minor, get a weight, get a moisture, and then come back and dump it in the bin, and then we'll calibrate the combine as far as the yield and moisture. Cut that east side along the creek and the north side, get that open, and then we'll cut from the bottom up. So basically the last terrace down there, we'll cut into that one on the upside of the terrace and cut your 4 passes. And that should take you into the turn rows that we opened up along the creek. And then as you get further up the hill, they'll take you all the way around to the north side. And then when we get up here, these terraces up here, there's 3 of them, they'll end out in the middle. So that's why we were going to cut from the bottom up to the...
When I cut that first terrace up,
Yep.
do you want me to come up to the next terrace up and cut that out?
No,
Or work on the bottom?
just work the short rows below it.
Okay.
There's a lot of short rows below that. And so that'll be plenty of work. Yeah, you're gonna keep Kermit and I busy once we get you up and going. So you guys just want to probably take this to the bottom. As you can tell, we loaded too big. I overestimated. There was two poles on here. So once we get to 3/4, you may want to be thinking about getting unloaded. If you want me to ride with you and kind of work through the technology part of it, because you're pushing buttons and doing things, we'll have 2 more passes before I got to take a truck somewhere. I'll move both trucks, and then I'll have Mom drop me off here, and then I'll meet you at the bottom. We'll go from there. You guys got what you need?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be back in a little bit.
Maybe once you get going, it's not going to be that big of a deal, but right now it makes me feel like, I don't think I'm cut out for this.
Well, but how'd you feel when you first got into it down here?
True.
How'd you feel the first time you run one of your first New Hollands? You started out with that.
Yeah, we did. Well, we had Case. Massey's Case and then New Holland. Yeah, it's still learning curve.
Yeah, I'll lie to you through the harvest.
Okay.
Okay, I'm on my own with this thing now. Let's see how much I can figure out. Okay, so here are my feelings about the new Holland with the IntelliSense. So once you get used to doing what you're doing and feel comfortable, I think it's going to be okay. it's 6:30 and Kermit and I both got fired. His relief person, Angie, came out, and so the two of us are headed home for the day. We'll be back tomorrow. Interested in knowing more about the New Holland and the IntelliSense, because I really had no idea what to expect, but it's kind of like a smart combine. You set the combine at the settings that you want it to maximize and minimize at. I'm guessing. I still don't understand it completely. It has like a cruise control setting and an IntelliSense setting. So when you have both of those buttons pushed, you just hit the cruise control, and it marries the two features, and it slows the machine down when it needs to be slowed down due to crop. It changes the settings depending on the crop. It's really quite very interesting and very convenient, actually. So as long as everything's working right, that thing's basically fine-tuning itself as I'm driving through the field. Because I got fired early, won't have the option of having a sunset video to add to the ending of this one, but maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Hopefully, because I feel a little bit more at ease, it will be a good day. Maybe I can actually get some video taken. Hey Jim and I really hope that you enjoyed today's daily update. If you did, why don't you give it a thumbs up for us? We'd like to know that. And be sure to hit the subscription button and the bell notification so that you know when the next video is up and ready to watch. Thank you, and we're so glad you're along with us for the journey.